Alright. Hi. Sailor Pluto. Tissa here. Or Tissa, yeah, Tissa. And today I'm going to talk about, Sailor Moon and Power Rangers being the same. I guess I'll make a chunk two of this film because there are some things that I may have let out. Now, one of my followers out there, and there is some little another little thing that makes them the same. Has to do with Zordon and Queen Serenity. Well, both of them are known. Both of them were also, I guess, I would say that they had craft skill. You could call it witchcraft, but since them being good, you couldn't really call it that. Was there actually an English word for it that meant, I don't know, good witchcraft? Which there is. There actually is good witchcraft. But anyway, both Zordon and Queen Serenity were both known for fighting evildoers. Um, if you even go to Power Rangers, you will know that at least Zordon was known to have had dealings with two evildoers, and they had been sealed away. That being Rita Repulsa, and the other one being Ivan Ooze from the first film. And if you go to Sailor Moon, you'll hear about how Queen Serenity had done the same thing to Queen Helena, if I'm saying her name right, and the Queen Beryl. So, right there was something else that I forgot to say that were two things that Sailor Moon, the Power Rangers, or the Strength Keepers had that were the same. Now, after we got that done, now we gotta talk about the film here. Now, a lot of folks wonder if the Moon Kingdom, a lot of folks say that Queen Serenity wasn't actually from the moon, but she was from some other world. Um, well, yes, that was true. But I could make a whole film talking about that, but let's go into this. So, anyway, after I already mentioned that the Power Rangers and Sailor Moon were the same, and I point this one big thing out, I also left something else out too. They both shapeshift. Now keep in mind that they both do they both say borrowed words like, well, transformation, that's a French borrowed word, and metamorphosis, that's a Greek or Hellenic borrowed word. The English word for both those borrowed words is to shapeshift. And they both shift. And, yeah, but they might not say the same word, but they both shapeshift. And a lot of folks say that another thing they got the same is, so yeah, that was another thing between them. A lot of them happen to have the same shades. Well, those are just the only two things that I forgot to talk about in my former film, the film we made yesterday. Now, we can go on to another chunk of the film. Who was Sailor Moon or Serena's father? And I'm not talking about when she was reborn on Earth as Serena, and nine, I guess, and I was talking about in her first life as Queenling Serenity or Queenling Serena, whatever name you want to say. Now, a lot of folks have a belief, and if you go on Twitter, there is someone out there that has made a whole kin tree of everyone and says that Sailor Moon, Queen Serenity, Queenling Serenity, Queenling Serena's father was someone by the name of Apollo. But my belief, and this is just my belief here because I can't actually have any truth to it. In my belief, it was Zordon. That Zordon and Queen Serenity always got to put the Queen in front of her name, not to mislead her with Serena, who will become young Queen Serenity in the upcoming new Earth, new heaven on Earth. Um, they were her bears. Now, do I have any truth to this? No. But since both of them happen to have good witchcraft, and since both of them happen to be heads of good doer over good doer teams that shapeshifted, one being the sailor fighters on one side and the other being the strength keepers on the other side, I would believe that. And we could believe that the fight that happened, that the fight that Zordon had with Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa happened many, many years ago, and you could say that Serenity ended up going to the moon after all that happened. I guess she had to get away from Altar, which she probably was from after what happened to her husband. Or we can just say that the fight between the Earth Kingdom and the Moon Kingdom was going on the same time, and it was offshooted between the Queen Serenity's dealings with Queen Beryl and Zordon's dealings with Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa, which led him into the time warp or whatever, the time rip or whatever he was put into. Well, both of them also died at the end. One gave up their life to stop evil, and the other one died, you know, casting out the Dark Kingdom, which Deke would call the Negaverse. But so right off of there's about two more things I mentioned right there. So at the end of the day, we do have that going, but I have a lot of truth to back up saying that she was, you know, um, so yeah, I know the film's going all over the stead, you know, but yeah, they did get. I thought it was bright out. What a lie there. What a lie there. Forgive me, I thought it was bright. And it's not. So anyway, at the end of the day, um, yeah. I'm going all over the stead, you know. And I know there's going to be a lot of Sailor Moon followers out there and Power Ranger followers out there, Strength Hero followers out there that are going to see no likenesses, nothing that's going to be the same between the two. They're not going to see what I see or what I put together because there's a fought in belief here. So, you know, yeah, it's a fought in belief. I got no truth to back any of it up. And yeah. So I'm just, overlapping things that some folks don't really overlap because some folks don't see anything that's the same between the two of them to overlap them. So that's my belief. Now, over that. Oh, alright. Looks like I gotta come to an end of this film. Forgive me for why I didn't have the light on all the time in the beginning of this film. Was I thought it would be bright enough without it. And it looks like it wasn't bright enough yet. Yeah, what a lie. That was my mistake. So anyway, that's it. If you like this film, then watch the film we made yesterday over here with Sailor Mini Moon talking about how Sailor Moon and Power Rangers or Strength Keepers are the same in many ways. And you can follow us here at Sailor Moon for Life. I'm Sailor Pluto Tessa, and I hope you like this film.